So this past week, I attended the Southern Utah Paramotor Fly-In. First things first, I loaded up the toy hauler, said goodbye to my cat, and headed out to Las Vegas to pick up my good friends Josh, Matt, and Colby. After a pretty wild night in Vegas, we headed to the fly-in. The elevation of this fly-in is about 5,000 feet, which actually makes it a bit harder to launch a paramotor. In addition to that, the LZ was kind of sandy, which makes it a little bit harder to run. And the first morning of flying, the winds were extremely light and switchy. All these factors combined made for a lot of failed launches.
Little high density altitude launches this morning with very, very switchy winds. So I'm helping the boys make sure they get up, and then I'm gonna go up, and then we're gonna go plunder some cliffs.
Here we see Colby launching my Viper XC 16 meter and my Scout with the Moster 185, both unfamiliar pieces of gear for him, and he absolutely nails it.
Yeah, Colby! He did it! Now Matt's up next. Famous last words. He says, "This is gonna be interesting."
So Matt was flying his Mojo Power 2 24 meter and my Parajet Maverick with the Moster Factory R and the 3-blade, and he had a little more trouble than Colby.
Let's go, Matt. Don't wreck. Abort. Nice abort. Here goes Matt. Come on. Power. Don't wreck. Don't wreck. Oh my God. Yeah, Matt.
Between the high density altitude, the sandy conditions, and the switchy winds, this was a pretty challenging launch. But to my benefit, right before I took off, the wind actually picked up so I could pull off a reverse. I chose to fly the Viper 6 16 meter, which if you're curious, you can read my review on this glider on my web store. And if you wanted to purchase one or any other ozone glider, you can hit me up at info@tuckergott.com or visit the web store. Anyway, once I got in the air, we headed over to the massive cliffs right by the LZ to do some exploration.
Alright, first takeoff at the Southern Utah Paramotor Fly-In. There's a look at the LZ. We spent the entire morning just futzing around. Wind switched every single direction, and this launch is at like 5,000 feet, so it's a little tricky. Helped Colby and Matt get up. Now I'm trying to find them in the sky. I think I see Colby way over there. Alright, let's go see if we can get up close to these cliffs. It looks like there's a flag all the way on top of the mountain here, and it's not really blowing that hard, which is surprising. So far so good. This is a big cliff. Alright, almost level with this beast. Air still feels pretty sufficient. I'm just surprised that one, they have a flag up here, and two, it's barely blowing. That gives me a very nice indication of the direction so that I know to stay on the upwind side so we don't collapse and die. Hell yeah, here we are. Definitely some base jumps out here, but I bet nobody has base jumped before. Wow. Okay. We're going to stay on this side of the ridge. Look at that rock. That is an insanely big rock. It's gnarly. Hit a fat base jump off that flat face right in front of us. Woo! Oh, I'm scared. I am scared right now. Dude, we are so high up here. Flying around this stuff is low-key. Not even low-key. It's just straight up intimidating. It's scary. Yeah, buddy. Trees up here. What crazy terrain. Let's see if we can go check out this other one. Go upwind a little bit. My boy Colby's up there. I hope he comes down and pokes around in this. I like this position because if my motor dies, I can float right down into civilization. This stuff is so huge back here. It doesn't look that big from afar until you get up close to it and realize how enormous all this stuff is. It makes you feel small, like a little ant, just be crushed. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. I feel like I'm in National Geographic. A little bit bumpy over there. I lost my wind indicator on that other cliff. There's Colby. Geography is just so fascinating. Like, I don't know much about it, but how all this stuff was created. Get in here, Colby. It's smooth so far down by this stuff. Hell yeah. Look how pretty that is. These little rock towers. I wish I had it on film, but when we were driving into this fly-in, it was me, Josh, Matt, and Colby in the truck. And I was just like, all right, boys, let's have a good time, let's have some fun, but let's all stay alive. Because one, fly-ins are sketchy, and two, we're flying in some gnarly terrain out here. I feel like it's important to remind yourself that the goal is to be driving home and the camper safe by the end of the week. It's feeling real nice right here. Let's see if we can get down on this ridge. Turn around. Oh yeah. This is what we came for. So huge. The contrast of just the trees on these red rocks is insane. Get in here, Colby, the water's fine. It's such a crazy feeling flying next to these massive cliffs. The thing is, I feel like when you're watching this through a YouTube screen, you just see the beauty of it, and I see the beauty of it too. It's like insane to be a little bird flying around such a big mountain, but simultaneously, the dichotomy of it is, you know, if the wind were to pick up by 10 miles an hour, your shit would be collapsing and you would be immediately humbled and scared for your life and fighting for your life actively to get out of here and land safely. Because I've been in those situations, and that's the thing, it's such a dichotomy of beauty but humble sheer respect for what you're doing. This is such a big wall right below me. Perfect for a base jump. A little bit closer. Yeah, this part of the cliff is totally overhung. Look at that flag. I just got ridge lift right here off this face. I'm backing off my power because it's just lifting me. Lower. Hell yeah. Love to see the shadow. Nutty. Dude, the lift is insane right here. I'm soaring. Not quite. Need a little bit more, I think, to stay aloft. Yeah, damn. Right off the edge. Alright, back at the LZ. We were just way up there, those cliffs. Now we're over here. I think I'm gonna call it a flight. Come in for a landing. Get something to eat, take a shower.
I'm glad the engine didn't fall off for that flight. I just
Canyon
installed
flying
it.
is not one of those talents. Nice.
That's my boy.
So after this wonderful flight, the gang went on a little group ride. I just picked up an E-Ride Pro electric dirt bike, mountain bike thing. But unfortunately, the motorcycle that Matt borrowed broke down and we needed a call for help.
The rescue has arrived.
You gotta put it in neutral.
Tell me it fires right up.
It's got a boost, so even when it's in gear, it'll let it turn over.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Josh McGee's here.
What's going on, baby?
Thanks for the help. Yeah, no problem.
Later that night, the winds did die down enough to fly, but I decided to opt out of flying and just watch some shenanigans.
My boy's wasted.
Later that night, we had a wrestling match between Josh and Matt, which was honestly one of the highlights of this entire fly-in. I had to dub over music for copyright reasons, but check it out.
Fight night at the fly-in. We got Matt Moncortis versus Josh McGee, prior high school wrestlers. First to 3 takedowns wins.
Only work as hard as you need to. Yeah.
Fight!
In the end, Matt was victorious. Although he did have the weight advantage, both of these boys put in serious effort and put on an extremely awesome show for everyone. I gained so much respect for both of these guys going so hard and shaking hands and hugging at the end. Stay tuned for more episodes from this fly-in. One of them, I actually did a base jump off of the cliff that we flew around in this video. And in the final episode, we had a microburst weather phenomenon that was actually really bad. Stay tuned, there's more to come. Thanks for watching. Till the next one, have fun, fly safe, peace.
I think that was Josh. And I don't see Colby either. I don't know.
Did you see that windshield?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got to find both of those suckers. I think I got
Fuck.
everything on video, but that was fucking